is it different for men versus women versus a transgender individual when it comes to their anxiety in a sport?
That's a tough one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would say yes.
That's what I was, going with too, because
Yeah.
the experience, everybody experience is different.
Yeah, it is.
And I can only speak from the the man's perspective or the male's perspective, but like I said, I know women face it. And I know now that transgender athletes have come into the front. Now we're starting to see that they're facing it too.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think everybody has their own way of dealing with
Yeah.
the heckling, the hate mail, death threats, as well too.
It's just hard placement right now for the transgender. They're trying to kick them out of one sport or put them back. I don't know what's going on, but there's so many rules and regulations and legislation that's starting to come out and stuff like that. So that's just a touchy subject right there in general. But like you said, it is a men versus women. It's they're both still gonna get the same heckling and same like stern talking to and everything else, but it's just, I guess it's just also what's getting put out there more, I would guess you could say, and who's coaching them and who's doing everything else. So
I think too, just when we're talking about each one of in these individuals, it's about meeting them at the place that they're at that time in their career, playing that sport, whether like I said, being a head coach, being a strength coach, being the physical therapist, whoever it is on the team, that you've been able to develop a level of comfortness to be able to help allow them to help you navigate through these moments of anxiety when it's at its highest and when it's mid-level, when it's low, when your depression's kind of seeping in, when you're feeling like you can't do anything. Having just like I said, having that person or that outlet to go to, I think will help all three individuals. Like I say, I think we can like table it and then talk to the professionals who do it every single day and see kind of how what's the best way to navigate that for each individual.
Yeah, and once again, to me, it just goes across keeping it a straight platform. Treat everybody the same, no matter what it is. I always say I treat everybody the same, no matter if you black, white, blue, yellow, whatever,
tall,
whatever
short,
you want to be.
If you're out there, everybody should get treated the same.
Yes.
And so I bring now let's bring in the youth players, the small guy, the small girl, the small people of the world that are beginning in sports.
I feel like that pressure is coming from their parents than anybody or anything else.
And I also think, just similar to you, I feel like there's more depression and anxiety pressed into them because of the trying to live up
to who their parents want
them to be.
Like
in that particular sport.
A perfect example for me, is the baby Gronk person.
Baby Gronk
personality is. So it's the parent is pushing them. It's like just go out there and be you. If your similarities then do remind people of Gronk, great. But if not, just be Joseph or whatever your name is.
Yeah, I think it's hard for a young kid to live up to a personality, to a created stigma or created character. I think it's hard for them to live up to that because, like I say, at their age in their life, they don't know who they are as a person. And when their personality and who they are in the world is developed off of this particular name, then guess what? When they try to step outside of that, people gonna have something negative to say, and then they're gonna be like, well, hold on, I've been myself the whole time, but I just been doing myself under this name. Now I want to be my real name, and you don't like that. So then boom, now they're hit for the first time in their life with a level of anxiety they've never faced before. All because of trying to be something that they probably never really wanted to be.
I'm not a fan of the Knicks, blah blah blah, or the baby blah blah. Like, go out there, be James.
Yeah, exactly.
Go out there and be.
You don't need to try to be the next LeBron James, the next Tom Brady. We already had
Tom Brady.
I tell players all the time and people, you're one of one.
Yes.
You're Ty. There is no other Ty. There is nobody that can come in here and be Ty. Just like nobody can be me. I can't be John. It just. it's people have to understand that you are one of one, and what your abilities are, you got to hone in on those.
Yeah.
What your attributes and your skill set is, you got to hone in on that. And that's why I think, they too much pressure on young guys and girls and players and people in general to live up to be this next who came before them.
Yes.
Instead of just letting them be who they are. And like I say, yeah, youth sports right now is dealing with a lot of that. You have so many kids now trying to play all these sports. All right, so I know you brought up parents, so we'll effects of parents. What about parents, their experiences in the sport that they're now having kids play?
Oh, you mean like
the role that it plays and maybe their mindset of how they push their kid into a sport?
Like, is it kind of, you mean like living through their kids?
Yeah, kind of living through their kids.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah.
Because then you put all these expectations on your kids to be great. Kids just want to play ball, and if they take it seriously, they take it seriously. Then give them the extra mile, the toolage, and everything that they need. But as somebody playing, pretty much school like grade ball, pretty much just let them have fun. That's what it's about.
Yeah,
have fun. And it goes into people be like, oh, I don't like participation trophies, blah blah or whatever.
I don't like participation trophies either.
So if your 5-year-old kid get a participation trophy, you throwing it away?
I'm not throwing it away. I'm going.
Not gonna hang it on the mantle.
I'm going to accept it just because I know what my son or my daughter's looking at me. So we want to accept the award, but of course we want to strive to get more than just being out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like, grab it, throw it away, because like I said, that's an image that your child's seeing. Because we're always downloading programs into our children. So when your child sees that you now, you just blatantly don't accept, participation trophies, then now they develop this attitude that, okay, well, if I don't win, then I'm mad. Because I was watching an actual commercial last night. Mike Trout, he has a commercial where he was talking about how he was playing youth baseball and they didn't win a championship. When they didn't win, of course, they giving out, second place trophies, and he wouldn't accept